So Scott, starting with Welling, a goal on your debut, a clean sheet and the 3 points. It couldn't have gone much better last week, could it?
No. From a personal point of view, to get off the mark in your first game as a striker at a new club, it's what every striker wants to do. So yeah, on that side of it, it's very pleasing. We kept a clean sheet, which was vital, because I think that'd be the key for us this year. If we keep clean sheets, we feel like we've got plenty in that dressing room. Whether it's me, whether it's Tommy, Alex, James Roberts, it doesn't matter. Like, we should have plenty to score goals. So we know our focus is on, if we can keep it tight at the back, we should be winning more games than we lose. But every single team in that league will want to start with a win, and thankfully for us, we've done it in the right way.
It was an impressive pre-season for yourself. It must be nice to see that transfer into the league campaign and scoring your debut as well.
Yeah, especially coming off after a stop-start season last year. It wasn't just for me; it was obviously everyone, and we had that big long break from February all the way through. So it was a long way, a long time without any football. So chomping at the bit to get back. New club, obviously want to impress, meet the lads, and give a good impression. And I can't come off of that now. I've set obviously standards for myself, and the rest of the boys have all set their own standards. We set them together, and I don't think it's just me, but personally, I feel like I've had a decent start. But it's only a decent start if you carry on, and otherwise, no one remembers what happens in pre-season, especially. And I need to take that into the league now.
And not just the result, there were plenty of positives to take from the game, combination plays, and Oscar and Manny being thrown into action as well. It looked like you've clicked straight away. Yeah,
it's plenty to learn. You're always learning in football, and especially, like you say, the two lads that come in, they haven't been with us at all long. But you build partnerships, like you say, you spot on the partnerships throughout the pitch, whether it's the three centre halves or the two centre midfielders or the three strikers. It doesn't matter. You always learn every day in training, every game. You always pick up these little bits of where each other are going to be, where they're likely to put the ball, and where they want it. And that's only going to hold us in good stead, building them relationships throughout the season.
And moving on to Hampton and Richmond at the weekend, they obviously had a convincing result against Eastbourne. Both teams are going to be up for it come Saturday as well. Yeah, it's a tough game. Like, Welling was a tough game because they were on probably a free hit if they like. No one really, if you ask anyone, no one really expected them to get anything from here. We're under big pressure to get up, and that's where it was. So that was pressure in itself. But this game's going to be completely different. They've come off a really good result down at Eastbourne, so they're going to be riding high with confidence. Their first home game of the season, so they're going to be lively. But we know what we're about in this changing room, and we need to apply ourselves in the right way. And I'm sure we'll get a positive result if we do that. Being so early in the season, is it all about just taking every game as it comes?
Of course it is. Usually you're playing Saturday, Tuesday all the way through for the first 2 or 3 months, and I don't think we've got a Tuesday game for a long time. So it makes it a little bit more important, if you like, to focus on one game at a time, because you've got 7 days after that until the next one. So you can't really be thinking into the future and what in your next opponents after Hampton. You can't do that, because if you throw away points, you're going to be chewing on it for a week in training. So one game at a time. It's boring, it's a cliche, but it's right. So we know if we can go there and back up Saturday's result, that makes it even better, because if we lose Saturday, the Welling game kind of, it is what it was, but we can back it up with a very positive result going to a really tough place like Hampton.